guys, welcome to Environment Matters and our first video in this unit. Today we're going to look at global warming, we're going to look at climate change, and we're going to look at the relationship between the two and possible theories that might exist. Alright, let's move right along. Let's kick off with global warming. What is global warming? Well, here you go, guys. Here's your definition word for word. There it is. Global warming is the rise in the average temperature of Earth's atmosphere and oceans since the late 19th century, and its projected continuation. That means that people think it's going to keep on happening. Now, read that through again yourself, because I guarantee you're going to be assessed on that. Let's have a look at a little bit of evidence for global warming. I've got a little chart for us there. I pulled that off a government website. You can see from down here, from 1880, there you go, about 200 years ago or so, to the year 2000, okay, the temperature has shifted by at least 1 degree, the average temperature. It's gone here, right? It's shifted up by at least 1 degree Celsius. Doesn't seem like much, but it does have some people a bit worried, okay? So that's the take-home message. What is global warming? Global warming is the rise in the average temperature of Earth's atmosphere and oceans since the late 19th century. All right, and its projected continuation. So people think it's going to keep getting hotter. We don't know, but people think it is. All right, let's go to the next page. Okay, guys, and this is no doubt the most exciting page. Is global warming caused by pollution? For example, too much carbon dioxide, methane, and other greenhouse gases. This is what the issue is, okay? This is why people are cranky and argue on the news and in the newspapers and on the television. We know that the Earth has gotten hotter by 1 Celsius over a century or so, but what's caused it? Let's have a look. Okay, guys, there's the Earth, and I'm not sure if you're aware of this. The Earth has got something around it which is called the atmosphere. Now, I'm just going to draw the atmosphere. There it is, a nice blue circle. There's the atmosphere. Okay, and of course, I think you've probably noticed in the sky we have the sun. I'll just introduce the sun into the equation. Okay, there's the sun. Please remember the sun is enormous. For the purposes of this exercise, I've made it quite small. Okay, and what normally happens with the sun is the sun shoots its UV rays. So basically, it sends its energy towards us. So here comes the sun's heat. There it is. Okay, there's the sun's heat. Okay, right, and the sun's heat hits the Earth and it bounces off and it goes back out into space. Okay, that's what normally happens, and in fact it is happening. It's happening today, there's no doubt. Okay, here's the complex bit. If you weren't listening, start listening now. In our atmosphere we have certain gases, and they are called greenhouse gases. They are called greenhouse gases. Okay, forgive my writing, guys. I tried to use neat writing before and it shut down the whole video. So we're just going to stick with my handwriting. But anyway, back to greenhouse gases. All right, some of the most common greenhouse gases are... Okay, number one, you've got water vapor. A lot of people don't realise this. Water vapor is actually a greenhouse gas. Okay. Number two. Okay, you've got carbon dioxide. I'm actually going to do it black because it's a bit of a naughty gas. Carbon dioxide. And that is no doubt people think that's your biggest problem. To sum it up very simply, carbon dioxide is all that stuff you see belching out of the smokestacks at Cornell. It's the same stuff that comes out of your mum and dad's car. It's the same stuff that you're breathing out right now. Okay, it's a very common gas. Okay, you've got methane, and methane is commonly expelled by cows, and there's no polite way to say this, guys. It comes out of cows' bottoms. It's like when they make a smell, they produce methane. Okay, and you've got nitrous oxide as well, and that is produced when plants rot and die and their gases go in the atmosphere. All right, guys, here's your greenhouse gases. All right, and there's some pictures to make it a little bit more fun. You've got your water vapor, tick. You've got your carbon dioxide, tick. You've got your methane, tick. Uh-oh, there you go. Looks like Mr. Cow's introduced some methane into the atmosphere. And you've got your nitrous oxide. Tick. Okay, guys, and we've always had these gases in the atmosphere. We've had been in the atmosphere for thousands of years. We've always had water vapor and carbon dioxide and methane and nitrous oxide. And we've really got to have them all, haven't we? I mean, we're always going to boil water. We're always going to breathe out air, so that's going to be carbon dioxide. And there's always going to be cows making smells, and plants are always going to rot. But can I get you to focus on carbon dioxide? Just put carbon dioxide in your brain, because these days when we talk about global warming and climate change, people are really talking about what's going on with carbon dioxide levels in our atmosphere. Okay, guys, so now we're back. We can see the sun is shining its happy sun rays on the planet Earth, and they're bouncing into space. But you know what actually happens? I'll tell you. What we've always had for thousands of years in our atmosphere is these things called greenhouse gases. Now, we just went through all of those, and I'm drawing them. The little crosses are the greenhouse gases, okay? Okay, and there you go. The Earth's atmosphere's got all these greenhouse gases. And let me share with you a quality about greenhouse gas. Okay, guys, we call them greenhouse gases because these gases have a certain quality about them that traps heat. So when the heat tries to go back out into space, actually some gets trapped. So it bounces off and some gets trapped. Some actually stays in the atmosphere. Right, these greenhouse gases, they trap heat. Sure, some goes out back out to space. That's good. It has to. But these greenhouse gases trap heat in our atmosphere. And you know what, guys? It's a good thing they do that because otherwise we would freeze. So for thousands of years, there's no doubt greenhouse gases have been trapping some of the sun's heat, and the rest of it goes back out to space. They've been keeping us warm. Greenhouse gases do their job. The sun shines in, right? There it is. The sun shines into Earth. The energy from the sun bounces back out to space, but some of the energy is trapped by these greenhouse gases. Right, and why do we call them greenhouse gases? Well, some of you might know what a greenhouse is. A greenhouse is a special house made out of glass that is built that deliberately traps heat. It deliberately traps heat. Okay, because the plants like the heat, so the greenhouse traps the heat. So greenhouse gases, they trap heat as well. And that's why we call them greenhouse gases. And we just saw them on the other page. I'm just going to go. There they are. They're all still there. Water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. And thank goodness they're there, guys, because otherwise, if they didn't trap the sun's heat, we would freeze to death. Okay, I've realised there's a lot here, so that's just going to be part 1. You're going to have to watch Global Warming and Climate Change part 2 to find out what all the controversy is, because this is a very controversial topic, global warming. All right, guys, thanks for watching and listening. You might want to rewatch if you've got a couple of questions or the like. Talk to you later. Cheers.